What is the difference between while and for loop? Or you can say when we should use while loop and when should we use the for loop in our projects or applications. See the code for the for loop. In one single line, we are initializing the variable, setting the condition, and then incrementing the counter also. All in one single line. And inside, we are just logging the value. Whereas if we see the while loop code, here we are initializing the variable outside the while loop in a separate line at the top, then setting the condition with the while loop, and then incrementing the counter inside this separate line. But you can also use the while loop just with a condition like this. Here there is no dependency on initialization of numbers or increments, just a condition is enough. But be careful, this will keep printing the output because the condition is always true. In real world applications, we use break statement to break the while loop in such circumstances. Okay, you got it right. The difference between them is for loop allows you to iterate over a block of code a specific number of times. This means that in case of for loops, this I will always be the number. Maybe it's array length or something, but it always evaluates as a number, which has to be initialized first and then to be incremented also. But in the case of while loops execute a block of code while a certain condition is true. It does not depend on any numbers. So when to use the for loop? For loops are better for conditions with initialization and increments on numbers, because they can be set just in one line of code, right? Whereas a while loop is better when there is only one condition, no initialization and no increment is required. Then the while loop is the right choice. Great, I think now you will remember these differences like a beautiful song.